members, and they were already in the process of constructing an agenda, and that I was going to be included. And up to this day, there was never an explanation on why that happened. That's one of the million-dollar questions that before I die, I hope to find out. You know, why me or any members of the step-by-step team were not included in this agency. So during that time, I was planning to do the Canada Walk, and the Liberals at that time were hearing about what happened with my plight, and all of a sudden, I'm gaining new allies with the Liberals, and I just want to show you the next clip here.
In September 30th in Toronto, after which he'll meet Premier Mike Harris.
There's talk about and having an audience with him.
So the whole step-by-step team, we can do the same to reception as you go from board to board.
In response, the organ donation rate of 2,000.
George is tied up, but I just want to add, on behalf of the legislature, our respect for what's being done here today. We've got an individual showing what one person can do, and in George's case, he's already shown what one person has already done. I mean, George has worn out more perilous shoes than most of us wore in a lifetime, and I think in the most genuine way, one person is going to put that back step by step all the way around Canada. I'm very, very proud that George is a member of our riding, somebody who's already done what he's done. He just is a real, decent human being. He's not glorifying himself. He's not making himself out to be a hero. He's not saying he's perfect. He's just saying this is something that needs to be done, and he's the guy that's going to do it. And I think it's an appropriate thing that he's here at the legislature to get some respect from the people that really need to see this done. We've been flummoxed how to get organ donations to take place. And here's one guy with the support from a lot of people we hope around the province going to show us how it does.
We bring you the story of George Marcello's journey across Canada. For the last 250 days, George has been on the road telling Canadians about the shortage of organ donations and the vital need for a national donor register.
Actually, today is day 252. Yes, it is. Mr. Rock has mentioned he's been following my campaign, and he was hearing what I was saying.
Of the donated organ, whose life was renewed as a result. It's been spending the last few months walking across the country, carrying a torch, talking to families and Canadians along the way, bringing home the point we should all be aware of the importance of organ donation. George Marcello, congratulations and thank you for what you've done.
It's 10:15 here in our studio in Vatican City. I'm Laura Angela Bagneto. I'm sitting next to a man who's crossed one of the world's longest land masses on foot. Before I introduce him, let me give some background to his Herculean effort.
Thank you, Richard. Good morning, everybody. I'm involved because I care.
I want to hold it there. As you can see, we also got the Prime Minister's support, Chrétien at that time. That was Alan Rock, the Health Minister. And they created a national campaign and put $25 million into it. And it was like a rerun. I went through the same thing with them. They didn't put us on that board either. And again, all the recommendations and any new stuff that we had gathered during the Canada Walk, which was a lot more information that we were gathering along the way, we presented to the Health Minister and Mr. Rock. So after I finished the Canada Walk, we did another campaign with a 14-year-old boy named Christopher Knowles in 2004. Christopher was 14 and he needed a liver transplant. And the torch that that we were carrying across Canada was passed to him, and he carried it across Canada in 2004. And it was during that time that the provincial Liberals got in power. Premier McGuinty formed a government, and all the signs seemed like they were going to get behind us and support us, and finally we were going to have an active part with the Trillium Gift of Life Network, and we can get a lot of this work done. Smitherman, Health Minister George Smitherman, was there to appear at all our press conferences shortly after they all got after the throne speech, and things looked very positive. And during the time of Christopher's wish, what it turned out, to be blunt, was just a set of photo ops that the minister was appearing with Christopher. He was calling Christopher, "Here's my new healthcare hero, Christopher Knowles." Anytime there was a big press conference, Minister Smitherman would be appearing with Chris to do but nothing was being looked at, any of our suggestions, and there was absolutely no assistance from him or the agency that he runs, the Trillium Gift of Life Network. Absolutely nothing. And so I'm not taking sides here, Liberals, conservatives. I'm not taking sides here. Today I'm looking for answers, and I'm also asking, why have we continuously been rejected? Now I want to show you the next clip, because this is a former MPP that worked with Premier Harris during the time that the $120 million were allocated in the Trillium Gift of Life Network. This is really important, so please listen to what she says.
Contractors of the government that in fact funded the Trillium Gift of Life Network to $120 million. In 1999, Premier of the day, Premier Harris, made that commitment to Ontarians to move forward on the issue. It was because of George's work that in fact that fund was set up. It was introduced in a throne speech, and work began. It wasn't until
Today's, I have a pretty desperate announcement. 52-year-old Susie Kind is presently in a Toronto hospital, and she desperately needs a liver transplant. Her condition is very critical, and I'm afraid if she doesn't get her liver soon, she's going to pass away. And we're going to do everything we can to bring attention and hopefully give this mother a fighting chance to survive.
After 9 years, 15,000 kilometers, 500 communities, 4,000 events, many media stories, and even a second liver transplant, George has been relentless in helping raise Canada's poor rate of organ and tissue donations. His ultimate goal is to see Canada save everyone. Over 4,000 Canadians that need these life-saving gifts. George Marcello will undertake his campaign called SOS4000, one more time, with a little help from my friends. Mr. Speaker, let us all wish George luck and success in his quest to bring this perennially